up, beautiful people, to everyone under the sound of my voice? What is going on? I hope everybody is doing well. Happy Winning Wednesday, everybody. Some people call it Hump Day. I like to call it Winning Wednesday. And the reason why I do that is because if you made it this far in the week, you are definitely winning. Even if today is not your best day, you have made it this far. So you have the ability to change things, to do better, to start over. Every day is a day to start over. Don't wait for Sunday reset or Monday being the beginning of the week. You can start over whenever you feel ready to do so. But happy Winning Wednesday to everyone. Y'all, your girl is making big moves behind the scenes. I hope that you are tuned in so you'll know what's going on with your girl. And I'm just excited to share some of the things that I'm learning in this new journey. I am 46 years old and I am starting life over at 46. Not because anything has been bad or whatever, but your girl's been through a lot of things. I've got a story. At this point, I need to write a book. But I have surpassed and survived quite a few things in my life. So I've learned going through and getting over and really having overstanding of the things that happen to me, for me, around me. Anyway, what's up, beautiful people? Yes, I say beautiful people because I think everyone is beautiful. Because I know that I can learn something from each and every one of you, whether it's what to do, what not to do, or how to move. So peace and blessings to everybody that's under the sound of my voice. Thank you so much for joining. I greatly appreciate it. We are in the comments today, y'all. We are tapped in the comments. So I will be responding to comments. I know the last couple of lives I have not done that, and I apologize, but I've had a lot going on. A lot of moving and shaking been going on behind the scenes. Like I said, your girl is finally building her own business, and that is no small feat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to tap in. Go ahead and hit the like button if you feel so inclined. But happy afternoon, good afternoon, happy Winning Wednesday. Tap in, let me know who you are and where you are from. I am located in Georgia. And I forgot to turn my notifications off as they will be going on during this live. So sorry about that. Let me turn those off real quick. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and talk about building your circle. I just made a post about that. Um, and I want to talk about how important it is to build your circle. Everybody that you meet should not necessarily be in your close circle of friends. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. I believe is it Liliana? I hope I pronounced your name right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Peace and blessings to everybody under the sound of my voice. Go ahead and hit that plus button, that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. It helps me to grow. Anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gloss. I appreciate it. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. So we're talking about building your circle. All right. So a lot of people, especially when you're younger, I know for me in my 20s and even some in my 30s, I just felt like, of course everybody is supportive. Of course everybody is for me. Because if they're around me, they've got to be for me, right? Wrong. And I had to learn it the hard way. Some people are monitoring spirits. They're just watching you to see what you got, what you're doing, so they can copycat because they don't have uh, their own identity, and they're trying to find themselves through you. Other people are, low key hating. They laughing with you. They talking with you. They thumbs up. They give you a high five, but behind your back, they're talking about you. And that's just crazy to me that people would spend their energy doing that. I would never waste my energy doing that. So I couldn't understand why other people would do the same thing. And then I had some people in my circle that, were relationships and talk about friendships. I had a female friend in my life. She was there for the birth of both of my kids. She was the godparent to both of my kids. And she made choices that didn't really align with what was going on with me. I went through a very tumultuous marriage, divorce, and relationship. And she started siding with that other person, which I thought was crazy when you were there to see, the abuse that I went through, and then basically told me in so many words that I need to grow up and get over it. And it was like, yeah, there's two sides to every story, but if you're there to actually see it and then you side with the other person that's not your friend, that was a little crazy to me. So I had to realize that that person wasn't for me and just let them go. So we're talking about building your circle. If you're just joining, please hit the thumbs up button. I am a rising creator. I'm not gonna say small. Ain't nothing small about none of us. If you on here, ain't nothing small about you. You big here. You big. You big. Think big. Like that man said. I ain't gonna say the other word. But that man said, think big. So yeah, we thinking big over here. So welcome, welcome. Please hit that thumbs up button. It helps me to grow, elevate, and hit the algorithm. But we're talking about building your circle. Everybody that's around you is not part of your circle. And you got to stop calling everybody your friend. You got to stop calling everybody your bro and your sis. They're not. And not because the world is against you. I'm not trying to be negative or whatever. I'm just being real, learning some things. I'm lagging. Okay. Let me see. Can I fix that? Let me see. Can I fix that? Everybody in my house is on the internet right now. So that might be part of it. I'm not really sure why that's happening. But yeah. So we just have to be mindful that everybody that's in your circle is not for you. Am I still lagging, guys? Am I still lagging? I'm gonna try and prop this up and sit still so y'all can hear me clearly. Let me just sit my phone on my stand here. But yeah, everybody that's in your circle is not for you. Everybody in your circle is not going to support you. The way that you know that you are truly being supported and cared for, and that relationship is being cultivated, is when you are winning. Now there's an up and a down. Okay, so let's start with the up. When you're on the top of your game and you are winning in life, maybe, okay, for me, I'm gonna use me as an example. I'm building a new business. Okay, so this is something that's been a dream of mine for over 20 years, and I'm finally getting to do it my way and putting all my own energy and vibe into it. Now, I have some friends that are also entrepreneurs, and sometimes they have bad days, sometimes they have good days. The thing is, they are supportive of my new venture no matter what. Whether they had the greatest day ever at their job or the worst day ever, they are supportive of me as I am of them. Okay. They don't let what's going on in their personal business rain on my parade. They want me to win because they have my best interests at heart. So sometimes you and your friends will not be on the same level. Sometimes, one might be more up than the other. I went into a situation years ago where everybody around me, I felt like I was losing because everybody around me was getting a new car. Everybody around me was getting married. Everybody around me was getting a new house. Like everybody I knew had a new promotion, a new marriage, a new car, a new house. And I was living back then in a 1-bedroom apartment. Who I thought was going to be my forever person had just up and dumped me and left me for somebody else. And then on top of that, I was furloughed from my government job. So I felt like pure crap. But the person that I am, I'm always going to support you and clap for you when you're doing well. I felt bad about how things were going for me, but I didn't let that trickle over into raining on somebody else's joy. That's how you know people are really in your circle. Even if they're not doing well and they don't have the things that you have, or maybe y'all are not on the same level at that point, they're not going to hate on you. They're still going to clap for you because they feel like if I'm winning, you're winning. Am I still lagging? If anyone's in here, am I still lagging? Please put a thumbs up or thumbs down in the chat if I am lagging. Thumbs down if I'm lagging, thumbs up if I'm not, please and thank you. Because I really don't know. I don't have any mods in here right now. And I'm just in my house streaming. Welcome, welcome. Please thumbs up the live. It helps me to grow in the algorithm. Help your girl out. I'm a rising YouTuber. And if you support me, I will most definitely support you. I support a lot of people on here that don't even know my name. But yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Winning Wednesday. We're talking about building your circle. Being mindful of the people that you have in your circle. Because too often we latch on to people because, oh, they're a vibe, or, they're cool people. So you instantly move super fast to letting this person into your personal circle. And we have to be mindful and cautious of doing that. Everybody that comes in your life is not meant to be your friend. Everybody that comes in your life is not fam. Everybody that comes in your life is not necessarily meant to be that close to you. Maybe they're there for you to learn a lesson. Maybe they're there for a season. My grandmother used to always say that. Some people are just here for a season. And I like to upgrade that. Thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate that. Thank you so much down in the chat for letting me know that. I kind of upgraded that saying. My grandmother used to always say, some people are here for a season, okay? And some people are here for a reason. I say some people are just here for the vibes. And they're not really trying to pour anything into you or help you to elevate. I truly believe that probably 80% of the people you come across in your life, yeah, they cool. You don't have no beef with them or nothing like that. But they're not meant to be there forever. They're passing through, and that's okay. It's all right for people to be passing through. It's okay to have acquaintances, or if you're a 90s 2000s kid, you probably say associates. It's okay to have those people. Everybody don't have to be that close to you. It's not meant for that. It's really not meant for that. Life is really not meant for you to be in everybody's circle or everybody to be in yours. Another way you will recognize if someone is truly in your circle, and I have a very dear friend that always is on some elevation. How can I motivate you? How can I help you to grow? And she is one of those friends. You cannot sit there when y'all getting ready to go somewhere. Girls, you know what I'm talking about. Women, you know what I'm talking about. When y'all get ready to go somewhere, we'll say, oh, somebody give you a compliment, because I had to learn how to get better at this. I'm still working on it. Somebody gives you a compliment and they say, oh, that dress looks cute on you. And you say, oh, girl, no. I gained a little weight. It's too tight right here. Oh, it's showing my stomach right here. Oh, this, my friend will literally be like, yeah, if you don't stop talking that mess, like we finna tussle. So you really need to pay attention to those people. Somebody that's not meant to be in your circle will take that same situation and say to you, yeah, that don't look so good, because they want to bring themselves up. Somebody that really has your back, if they're up, they want to bring you up to where they are. They will grab you and snatch you up and bring you up to where they are. My friends will not let me sit in the house and just not talk to nobody. They might give me a good 24 to 48 hours because I'm cool enough with my circle where I could be like, hey, I need a minute. I need a mental break. I just want to just be a nomad for 48 hours. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sometimes we need that break from everything and everybody, where you turn off your phone. You just don't want to talk to nobody. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you are depressed about anything, but sometimes you just need to decompress from the world. A lot of stuff going on. We're busy with jobs, kids, families, marriages, relationships, events. There's crazy stuff going on in the world, and sometimes you just need to decompress. And the way to do that, the way that I do that sometimes, is just take some time for myself. I need that rest. I need that mental reset. And sometimes it's just doom scrolling on my phone. And for me, it's not necessarily doom scrolling, because most of the stuff that's in my algorithm is positive, funny, or silly. I like to enjoy life, not because everything in life is just grand and great, but I'd rather be here having a good time, the short time that I have here on earth, versus being depressed and the Debbie Downer. So while I know that life is not just unicorns and roses, I try to make the very best out of it, because I've been close to the point of not being here. So I appreciate things 10 times more, and I appreciate people 10 times more. That's why I share the things that I share on live. I feel like they're valuable. And if even one person can learn something from it, I feel like we won. Welcome to Winning Wednesday. If you are just joining, go ahead and hit that like button. My name is Jen, and I get in here and just talk about positive stuff. I try to elevate. I try to help people to grow. And I try to help people learn some things through the stuff that I've been through and survived. So today, like I said, we're talking about I'm I'm looking out the side of my window, y'all. There's a little lizard that is outside, and I'm just trying to make sure that he stay outside. Peace and blessings, okay? The little lizards, they cute and everything, but I need for him not to come into my humble abode because I'm terrified. But yeah, I just try to share the things that I've been through because I feel like everything happens for a reason. So if I went through some things and I made it through and I learned something, I feel like it's valuable to share it with other people so that maybe you'll learn before you make the mistakes that I did. Auntie has lived, okay? Auntie has lived, okay? I've been through, bad relationships, low self-esteem, putting on weight, emotional eating because I didn't like myself. Not thinking that I was valuable as a person, not thinking I was pretty enough, smart enough, fast enough, as far as like the way things were moving for me in life. And now I am getting ready to be 47 this year. And I'm realizing that everybody has to move on not just God's time, but in their own time. And so, society makes these different markers of who you should be, what you should be at a certain age. And I'm realizing that I'm where I'm supposed to be right now because I had to learn certain lessons. So if you're listening to the sound of my voice, you are where you're supposed to be right now. Good, bad, or in between. If you're going through a bad situation, it's because you're supposed to learn something. So instead of fighting what's going on, you need to go inside and really talk to God and ask God, what am I supposed to learn from this? Every lesson is not going to be learned easily, and every blessing is not just going to fall into your lap. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Is it, I want to pronounce this right, I believe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please go ahead and like. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all being in here. But yeah, so I share the things that I've learned. So we're talking about building your circle. You got too many people, and I see it a lot with the young people. I say that because I have a child that is 19, a young man, let me rephrase that is 19. And I'm so glad that I prayed about his discernment when it comes to friends and acquaintances. We really need to teach our kids that stop calling everybody your bro, your sis, your friend, your fam, because they're not. We're seeing it so much, not just on social media, in the news, where these quote unquote friends are leaving these kids out to dry. And I'm not going to get political on here, but if there are very big cases that are going on right now. One is out of Atlanta where a young man went to Target with his friends and he never came back. Okay. He didn't make it back in this world. Okay. He is transitioned. They found him behind the Target, in Atlanta. And then, you have the other big cases that are going on. And so we need to be mindful of not just who you let in your circle, but also, oh, yay. I'm sorry, y'all. Some things for my business are coming through on my phone right now, and the notification just came on. So if you hear the little ding, it's notifications for my business, and I'm so happy right now. Oh my God. Y'all just don't know. It's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, so I need y'all to stay tuned because it's something that just happened this years, and I just been too scared to pull the trigger, and now, boom, boom, here we are. So sorry about that. I get sidetracked, y'all. I got ADD. I'm sorry. But yeah, you want to make sure. I'm lagging bad. Dang, I didn't even move. That's so crazy. Man, can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Thumbs up in the chat from somebody if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Am I still lagging? Am I still lagging? I see people are dropping off, so I guess I am. I'm not sure. I really don't know what to do, y'all. Everybody's on the internet in my house, and your girl doesn't have the best service. I get what I can afford at this point. Like I said, I'm building a business, so I had to cut back on certain things. So can y'all hear me in the chat? Can y'all hear me in the chat? Please put a thumbs up or something if you can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, Cool. Thank you for that notification. I appreciate you. So, like I said, the way you'll know that that people are really there for you and they're supposed to be in your circle, they're going to support you no matter what. Whether they're doing good, whether they're doing bad, whether y'all are on the same level or not. They're going to support you. They're going to clap for you, okay? Because they're not going to be haters. They're not going to be sitting there saying, "Ooh, she got this. Ooh, she got that." I have a really good friend that, man, she just leveled up. And it makes my heart so full to see her do it. And I don't look at it as a thing of, "Oh man, she got this and that and whatever." I look at it as a thing of inspiration. Because she's the type of friend that'll be like, "You can do it too, sis. Why not you?" Another way you're going to know if somebody is in your circle, if that person is achieving things that you have not, or they're doing quote unquote better than you are, they're not going to bring you down. They're not going to hate on you. They're not going to say, "Oh, well, I got this. You ain't got nothing." Real friends, real people, real supporters will never make you feel less than. They will always try to elevate you, try to pray for you. They will congratulate you. And they'll lift you up when you're down. Those are real people. And we need to be truly mindful of the people that we let in our circle. Stop telling everybody all of your plans. Everybody don't need to know. Now, sometimes you have some trusted, tried and true few that you can share things with because they're going to, help you with ideas. But everybody does not need to know your moves. Sometimes you as Rihanna said a long time ago, sometimes you need to move in silence and let your success make the noise. I ain't gonna say all what she said, but she said that on an interview many years ago, and it really stuck with me. Sometimes you need to move in silence and let your success make the noise. And it's so true. Because sometimes when you telling everybody your plans right away, they steal your joy. They say, "Oh, you can't do that. Oh, that's not going to work. That's a stupid idea." They knock it down before you ever get there because they're jealous of you. Because they don't want you to win. They don't want you to elevate. So please be careful. Also, if you are, going through something, your circle going to be there. They're the type that, pull up on you when you don't answer the phone. Like, something wrong. I got to go check on sis because why you ain't answering the phone? Something ain't right because, you didn't answer my text. Not in an accusatory or a, obsessive kind of way, but they're concerned. I have someone in my life that if we don't talk for 24 hours, he's like, "Okay, you ain't send me no meme, you ain't send me." And it's not in an accusatory or an obsessive type of way, because outside of me caring for him romantically, we also care about each other as friends because we were friends first. So it's like, I ain't heard from you in a minute. Let me check on you. Those are your real friends. They know to give you, the people in your circle will know to give you space when it's needed, and they'll know how to crowd around you when you need that support. But the basis of your circle is support. They're going to support you when you're down. They're going to support you when you're up. They're going to be there. And we need to recognize who those people really are. Who's a wolf in sheep's clothing? Who's really got your back? And at the end of the day, if you really tap into your discernment and you really know yourself, you're going to feel it before you ever see it. They don't have to do anything. Let me take a sip of water, y'all. Hold on. Hey, Liliana, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I hope I pronounced your name right. But thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. But oh my gosh. All these notifications are coming through, y'all. Y'all keep liking the live. Keep liking the live. Let's go. We got 2 likes. Can we get 10? I at least want to get 10 likes per live. I would like that. Your girl is trying to grow. We're at 816 loyal subscribers, but I want to interact with y'all. I want to grow with y'all. I want to take y'all on a journey with me and really build a community of positive people that want to elevate. I want this to be your space where you come and get good vibes, where you come and get good energy. Like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat and smile all the time and act like life is just unicorns and roses, but there's joy on the other side of sorrow. You know what I'm saying? There's so much on the other side of being depressed. And I'm saying that from experience. I was in a deep depression for over 8 years, to the point where I had a whole breakdown. And going through all of that and surviving all of that, surviving abuse, surviving depression, surviving emotional eating, surviving self-deprecating thoughts, all of those things have brought me to where I am right now. So when I say these things, it's not because my life has just been great, perfect, and wonderful all my life. It's because I've been through some things and I made it to the other side, and I want to help y'all get there. So if you're under the sound of my voice, I'm about to get off of here in just a minute. But if you're under the sound of my voice, I want you to just know that you matter. Okay? Regardless of what somebody said to you, regardless of what your parents told you you were, regardless of what the people in your neighborhood told you was going to be, maybe somebody at church, said something negative to you and it's affected you your whole life. Maybe somebody, growing up in school said, well, you ain't going to never be nothing. Don't let that define who you are. You matter. Your existence matter. You are here for a reason. And it's up to you to find out what that purpose is. I know in my heart, because I really did a lot of soul searching and work to figure out where I was supposed to be and what I was supposed to do. I have a big mouth for a reason. And my big mouth is to help other people to elevate. And I'm using this platform and all my platforms. Make sure you follow me on that good old IG, FreeJenMarie, everywhere, and on TikTok. I'm using this platform and every platform that I'm on to elevate and promote good vibes. I want to show y'all how to get through, because a lot of times people come on here and they do a lot of motivational talking and speaking, but they're not showing you how they got there. You just see the end result. So I want to walk y'all through how I got there. There's another video dropping this week. It is we're going to end the Survivor, the Survivors Edition series. If you look on my playlist on my channel, it basically chronicles what I went through in one of the most life-changing and tumultuous relationships of my life. So we are dropping the last 2 parts of that, and then we done with it. I definitely want y'all to tap into that, because I feel like it'll help somebody. Maybe somebody will see something and they're like, hey, that happened to me, or that's happening to me now. Let me wake up and get out of this situation. Like I said, my goal is to wake people up and help them realize there's more to you than what somebody said about you. There's more to you than the way you're viewed on social media. There's more to you than the way, that person, that last relationship said that you were. There's so much more, and there's so much in people. And I believe that we don't tap into our full potential and what we could really be. So anyway, everybody that's under the sound of my voice, I pray, excuse me, need some water. I pray that y'all are having an amazing winning Wednesday. It's a winning Wednesday because you woke up this morning, simple and plain. Thank you so much for being here, everyone, especially Liliana with all the comments. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for all the notifications. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be going live again tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, so y'all make sure you turn your notifications on. Subscribe to the channel. Go check out my videos. Just binge watch the playlist if you want to. My name is Jen. I'm just a rising YouTuber trying to make something shake. I'm here on the tube with you. I'm over on IG. I'm on TikTok. FreeJenMarie on all your social media platforms. Stay tuned, tap in, and have the best day ever. Peace and blessings.